Man, that theme song be calling to me like the Green Goblin mask. We back. We back. We not only are we back on YouTube, but we are back because the Amazing World of Gumball is back on the air. Should have never left. Should have always been on the air. But man, am I so excited and happy and just overfilled with joy that this amazing show is coming back. I know I'm a little bit late to talking about this, but I do want to talk about it because the Amazing World of Gumball is not only such a nostalgic show for me, but it is such a relaxing, comforting, just all out hilarious joy of a show that I've come to love so much over the years. Man, I remember watching the premiere of The Amazing World of Gumball, and I remember Cartoon Network promoting it heavy, and I was just so engaged with the world, the performances, and obviously as I've gotten older, I've become so much more fonder of how the show is written, how it's paced. Just I don't think Gumball has like a bad episode or like a bad season. I think it just really flows so well, especially due to the phenomenal writers who are just comedic geniuses that make this show. And man, the voice actors, oh my gosh, phenomenal voice actors on this show. And I think what's so amazing about the Amazing World of Gumball is that a lot of the voice actors that are on that show, from my research that I did, maybe I'm missing something that they were a part of, but a lot of them are like newer, just starting out voice actors, especially with Gumball and Darwin. You know, of course, their voice actors swapped out all the time. It was a running joke in the show. But even now, with the new voice actors coming in, I haven't heard of them before. So let's see where this show takes them. I mean, if you're booking The Amazing World of Gumball, in my eyes, you have a very promising future because this show is just so good. So what we know about the show is that it will be on Hulu, and that yes, like I was saying, that Gumball and Darwin have been recast, which was the biggest surprise to me because they sound like they haven't aged a day. So I was really surprised to see that their voice actors have changed. Obviously, I'm not surprised. It's been, like they said in the trailer, 7 years since The Amazing World of Gumball has been off the air. So of course, people grow up, people age, they do different things, so I'm not surprised. But they sound really good, and I'm really surprised pleasantly with how great they sound. I am saddened to hear, though, that the original voice of Anais has been recast with a newer voice actor, and oh my gosh, I'm so hurt behind that. Anais's voice is so iconic to me, and it really never aged. Well, it did age a little bit, but I mean, I don't think it constituted a recast. I was trying to see if the voice actor had any like Instagrams or any social media or something, and I came across, I believe she's like going to a law school or something like that. She graduated last year, so shout out to her, if that's actually her Instagram account. But yeah, it's like, dang man, like, oh, that sucks. But at least we got Nicole and Richard's original voice actors returning, which is chef's kiss. I want everything back in this show. I want the original voice actors. I want the comedy to be a 10. We live in a very, very tragic / comical world. People keep talking about, if the Boondocks is around, nah, Amazing World of Gumball is around. Dive into that tea. Yeah, get into that. Like, bite into the current landscape of what we find ourselves in right now. Like, I can't wait to laugh. And the animation, of course, looks great. Like I said, it feels like we haven't skipped a beat, and I love that. I'm very excited to see where they take the show and what's going on. Now, for people who don't remember, I know they had announced that we're getting 2 seasons in a movie, which is funny because whenever I say that, I always think about Community. I don't know if we're still getting a movie or not. I was looking on IMDb and it says it's still in production, so you never know. But it also said that Anais's voice actor was coming back for the movie, which obviously is not true. So I don't know. But all I do know is that I will be there day one. The Amazing World of Gumball has no right to be as good and as funny and as relevant as it is. I mean, there are so many jokes and elements of the show that I could point to that are still relevant to this very day, and I adore that. Amazing World of Gumball to me is what The Simpsons used to be or Family Guy. You know, I know those shows have been going on for years and years, but I really feel like Amazing World of Gumball had that potential to keep going for like a long time. Like, I don't know if it would have been like Simpsons type timing, but I really there was a lot of untapped potential with just canceling the show in 2019. I remember when the show ended, and I was just like, dang, this is how the show ends. Is there anything else to it? So we'll see how they pick that up. We'll see. This is just the title of this video should just be "We'll see," because there's really not a lot of details going on besides that 1 minute teaser, and of course like voice actors changing and stuff and returning voice actors. So I'm so excited. But what do you guys think? Will you be tuning into the wonderfully weird world? Will you guys be tuning into the wonderfully weird world of Gumball? I ain't gonna lie, I was talking to my homie about this. Well, he told me this, but he was like, I ain't calling it that. It's always gonna be the Amazing World of Gumball, and I agree. It's much less of a tongue twister. But thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you all think. As always, peace, love, safety. Until next time.